smoking the weed is done.
Well, hello everybody, welcome to rainy Key West. It looks like we just have a break. Actually, I did use my umbrella just coming here downtown. So there was a little rain shower just a couple of minutes ago. And yes, it is rainy. It's still pretty warm, a little bit cooler though than it used to be. So guys, welcome everybody. Welcome to Key West. Welcome to all our friends watching. Hello Rosie, Susan, Shane, and Larry. Hey Big Bear, Dan, Marie, Will. Welcome back. Hello Chris. Way up north guy. Hey, you made it to an actual live stream. Good to see ya. So guys, there is water everywhere. I am amazed we actually made it like in between a couple of rain showers. We'll see how the sunset goes. Good to see ya. We're headed over to the harbor area to see what's going on there. On the way back, so we're on Green Street. On the way back, we're going to be on Front Street. That is the one that has been underwater for all the last couple of days. That's where it floods first. It's one of the lowest part here in Old Town. Trying to watch where I'm walking. I was hesitating between wearing flip-flops so I can actually step in the water and wearing sneakers so I don't have to worry about my feet and where I step. So I decided on sneakers. If they get wet, so be it. So my equipment isn't totally waterproof, so I do have an umbrella in case we get a little rain shower. I'll keep you guys dry. So it is kind of difficult to tell if Key West is being busy,
even if we're
because obviously people tend to not really walk in the streets with the weather like this. It is definitely rainy season. So I guess we'll see tonight if a lot of people are coming out. We might actually have a sunset tonight. We do have some blue sky right now, so that is pretty neat. Of course, as I was locking up my bike, I was like, oh, the sun's coming out, and then at the same time it started raining. So we had a couple of rain showers where it was like sunny on one side and, well, still raining. And not even rainbows. So maybe we'll have more luck tonight. Hello to everybody who just joined. Hello Jane MB and Richard, Ryan and Brian. Hey Michael. So guys, happy Friday. Happy beginning of the weekend. And lobster mini season is getting closer here. So I'll give you a couple of updates on that. So lobster season is still on. So the event as such has not been cancelled with everything that's been going on recently. There are a couple of restrictions though. So starting tonight and until August 19th, all the restaurants are going to close at 11 p.m. To be very honest, I wasn't aware that restaurants would be open past 11 p.m. But somebody has put it down in written. So the writing says closing at 11 p.m. until 5 a.m. So you cannot go to a restaurant between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. which I found is interesting. And also alcohol sales in liquor stores are restricted from 11 p.m. until 7 a.m. Now you need to know that they are restricted anyways between 4 a.m. I think and 7 a.m. or something. So they just extended those hours. Probably to avoid that people that come down for lobster season kind of gather at night in various places in large groups. So our numbers do not look good. And in addition to that, today when the numbers came in, they were pretty bad. So in addition to this, they are trying to limit the amount of people gathering in order to get their boats into the water. So a couple of the boat ramps here in Key West, and it is my understanding the same thing is happening up in Marathon. So the boat ramps are going to be restricted in terms of access. So depending on the boat ramp, so if you're planning to come down for lobster season, make sure you check with the boat ramp that you are planning to use. Some of them are actually closed, but that one only concerns the one in downtown here in Key West on Simonton Beach. There is a tiny little boat ramp. That one is going to be closed. And then others are restricted in hours, although they still run from 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. So I don't know what time you are planning to go lobstering. And then some of the boat ramps actually restrict the access to locals and our dear visitors that are staying for a longer time and have a rental agreement. So basically, you probably see that we are trying our best to restrict day trippers because, of course, Miami-Dade and Broward, our two closest counties, have really large numbers. So don't worry if you are planning to come to Key West for lobster mini season. Just make sure you bring any paperwork to show that you are here for a longer period of time, and all should be fine. So that is the latest update from here. For the rest of it, you're aware that the bars are closed down here in Key West. The restaurants are up and running. However, the bar areas in the restaurants are restricted just because some of them literally turned into bars with pretty big crowds. But you can see, other than that, we're up and running here. And despite the rainy season. So this is probably the nicest it has been all day. It's almost sunny. Well, welcome everybody who just joined. Welcome to our channel here in Key West. We're live streaming pretty much most of our content. We sometimes upload some videos, but I would say we're pretty much live streaming only, with all the pros and cons. We had a lot of technical issues lately. Looks like it is working so far today. So guys, if this is your first time with us, please don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification button so you get a little message whenever we are live from Key West. We do sunset walks like tonight. We do music live streams, of course. We have been doing a lot of porch sessions lately. And we normally also do events. Of course, currently the events are a little bit restricted. Lobster season as an event is a little bit complicated to cover, so we're not really going to try and go out and lobster. We did that a couple of years ago. It was kind of fun. So welcome everybody who just joined. Bonsoir Jean-Yves. Hey Keith. Hello, Donna. Michelle. Hello, Dolph. So this area here is relatively dry right now. There have been some interesting pictures of people kayaking down the street. I think the night before yesterday, the rainfalls were just absolutely insane. So Front Street here is one of the lowest areas here in Old Town. I mean, we even have water here when there is high tide. And so with the recent rainfalls, now it hasn't been raining for a couple of hours, and the showers were pretty light in the last couple of hours. So there isn't much rain here. I was fully prepared to bring you guys over here during a rain shower tonight, but it looks like the weather is cooperating. We'll go and check out Simonton Beach. So the boat ramp here will be closed for lobster mini season. You'll see in a minute why, because it's basically a teeny tiny boat ramp. So I think we might actually have a really colorful sunset tonight with all... So there hasn't really been a sunset for the last couple of days because it was just way too cloudy. But it looks like tonight with those clouds we might actually be in for a little treat. We'll be headed over to Mallory Square in just a bit. I do think, though, that the Mother Square artists haven't really been there over the last couple of days with all that rain. But I guess we'll see. So guys, this here is the boat ramp that is going to be closed for lobster season. Actually, they have been trying to extend the beach and have been bringing in sand. So I'm actually not totally sure this still qualifies or is going to qualify as a boat ramp to begin with. We do have a new bar sunset cruise leaving from here. By the way, normally during the day they are docked here. So it looks like everybody is out and about tonight, enjoying a little bit of sun. So in case you were wondering why, for example, this bar here on the beach is open, given that the general consensus is that bars have to be closed, if 51%, 50 or more, so basically 51 and upwards, % of your sales are from food, you qualify as a restaurant, and as long as you manage to keep people apart from each other, you are free to operate. Guys, tiki bars just passing by. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yes. Just a tiki bar going by on the beach. And yes, we are looking at the sun, but as I mentioned before, it happens quite a bit. It is actually raining. So I think the easiest for us is, there you go, keeping you guys dry, looking at the sun, while we head over to Mallory Square. Woo-hoo-hoo. So this is the weirdest thing. We've basically been looking at the sun. Well, let's look back there. So that's where the sun is. So much for our 5 minutes of sun. Huh?
The thing that holds your phone. Where'd you find it?
Online.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm probably bumping against the microphone with my umbrella. Trying to keep the umbrella out of our shot. It's kind of difficult because we're pretty much walking into the rain. It's probably gonna last like 2 more minutes. Or maybe not. We'll see. Should have worn my flip-flops. So guys, this is what rainy season in Key West is like. That is a pretty smart idea. There we go. Now I know what I should have brought, which is probably like a little towel to wipe down some of the equipment. By the way, a little fun fact, with all the rain that we've been having, the plants are going absolutely crazy. We have a couple of plants in front of the house, and I swear, like within 1 week, some of them doubled in size. So like every time you look out of a window, you go like, oh, I didn't realize that tree was that big or so green, or where does all that grass come from? So now we have grass growing in the lane in front of our house. And it's actually getting pretty high. I was getting my bike earlier and I had parked it there for, let's say, 3 days probably. I didn't touch the bike and I walked. So in those 3 days, the grass had time to literally grow around my bike. So yeah, nature's going crazy here. So you can see how wet this street is after, so this is Front Street, how wet Front Street is after like 5 minutes of light rain. So guys, this is light rain here in Key West. Guys, I hope the audio is fine. See, and it's almost done. So let's go and check out Mallory Square. Okay, let me see. How do I cross this? Do a little detour here. In case anybody's wondering, this beautiful pink umbrella was a gift from our T-Mobile store, so it's the only umbrella we have. bright magenta pink. So guys, over here Hog's Breath is open, having some live music. We will be streaming tomorrow from Hog's Breath. Probably gonna start around 6 p.m., 5:30, 6. Streaming until 8. They have changed the setup a little bit, because as you know, in Key West, you are now supposed to wear a mask basically pretty much everywhere except in your own home or car or in a restaurant when you eat. And since it's also proven that the louder you talk, the further you can potentially spread any viruses. I'm trying to cross here again. So based on that, so again, everybody here is supposed to wear masks, and there obviously were a couple of issues for our dear musicians here on the island, besides the fact that, I mean, obviously most of the bars are closed, but the places that do have live music had the issue of, you know, how are we going to manage the musicians? So wearing a mask isn't very comfortable and easy for them in order to perform. So some of the locations, the bars, I mean the restaurants, have put up plexiglass partitions around the stages. And while it's not as safe as a mask, I guess it's still much better than trying to sing with a mask on. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow at Hog's Breath, starting around 5:30ish, 6 p.m. So stay tuned for the final time. Gonna normally post those on our Facebook page a couple of hours before we go live. So we'll be streaming live from Hog's Breath tomorrow. And if all goes well, and if the weather is fine, we will be doing a sunset sail on Sunday. Now, obviously, saying this right now, it kind of doesn't look like that is going to happen, unfortunately, but we'll try. So the Sunday stream will be roughly the same time as tomorrow's stream, starting around 6:30, leaving the dock 6:30. Sunset time is currently a little after 8. So let's see if we can see any of the sunset. Sorry guys, I can't see the chat because I'm holding the gimbal in one hand and the umbrella in the other. So I'm having a hard time staying up to date here. So my apologies if anybody has some questions that I'm missing out on. I see the aromatizer is back. Our local rum distillery here, using 100 and something proof rum to make hand sanitizer. So these guys try to perform here tonight on Mallory Square, but of course with the rain that's not very easy. A lot of them are setting back up. So guys, those clouds look really nice. Of course, this time of the year, sunset is behind Sunset Key. So even if you come here on Mallory Square, you're not going to see the sun as it touches the ocean. It's going to go down behind some beautiful palm trees on Sunset Key over there. So this is definitely an interesting sunset here. It's not the calm before the storm, it's afterwards. It was just a little rain. I mean, you've seen some of the actual thunderstorms recently during our porch sessions. But yeah, I'm curious to see if the light is going to change the colors of these clouds here. So we really might be in for a beautiful sunset tonight.
As evening breaks, the heavens on high, I lift my voice out to the sky. Up and down with the burning glow, renders my song to the earth as we go. Oh, I learned in the sun, given to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing on praise of your crystal water, your shining sand. I see woman on bended knee, cutting cane for her family. I see man at the waterside, casting nets at the surging tide. Oh, I learned in the sun, given to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing on praise of your crystal water, your shining sun.
Thank you, Gas It Up.
Never come when I cannot sing to the setting sun.
Thank you for supporting our channel.
Sing my favorite song from this troubled time. Oh, I learned in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing on praise of your crystal water, your shining sun. Oh, I learned in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing on praise of your crystal water, your shining sand. I see woman on bended knee, cutting cane for her family. I see man at the waterside, casting nets at the surging tide. Oh, I learned in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing and praise of your crystal water, your shining sun. Oh, I learned in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing on praise of your crystal water, your shining sun. They say that if it's real quiet, you can hear the sun sizzle when it hits the water. Of course, it hasn't been that quiet in some time. Oh, I learned in the sun, days I will sing and praise of your crystal water, your shining sun. Thank you, princess, thank you for that. Oh, I lived in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing and praise of your crystal water, your shining sun. Ooh, I heard the sizzle. I heard it. Am I the only one that heard the sizzle? Oh, island in the sun, built to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing and praise of the crystal water, your shining sun. This is my island in the sun where people have toiled since time begun. And they sail on the Near Sea, their shores will always be happy. Oh, island in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing and praise of your crystal water, your shining sun. Oh, island in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing and praise of your crystal water, your shining sun. Thank you so much for coming by and sharing your eyes with us for the sunset. Although the sun has decided to set behind a curtain of clouds at the last moment, but we can be grateful because people went out on those boats. They paid $40 and $50 each to go out and see a sunset, and they're going to see better sunset than we do. So we have to be grateful. I'm going to be here for a little while with some music from after sunset sky. There should be some nice color in the sky in the next few minutes or so. So you might want to keep your eyes out on the horizon as you're walking up and down the pier. Maybe
So it's not very busy here on Mallory Square, even the people probably don't dare to come out. In between rain showers.
Many of the songs that I sing here on the pier at sunset. 12 songs on one CD. Thank you, kind lady. 14 songs on the other. One of the CDs was featured on National Public Radio not long ago.
Let's see if with a wide angle we can get a better look at the clouds.
Radio, so you might want to consider all things and take home a nice souvenir of Key West. I want to honor a couple of requests that I have. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see the skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do it? They really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I see them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. window, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I watch the sun set so low with a ruddy glow in the Gulf of Mexico, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I watch lovers kiss and families hug, and kind-hearted tourists drop tips and the musicians jug, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. It is a wonderful world. I think you all things considered. Considering that we woke up in it this morning, that's good for a start. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you, lady, for inspiring the gentleman, and I appreciate that. Yes, I do. This next song.
So guys, official sunset time is right now. Of course, the sun has been hiding behind Sunset Key for a little bit. And of course behind the clouds.
Songs written about a common subject. The first song.
So I bet it is actually warmer in some of the places where you guys are, because it's 82 degrees here.
And he was a slave merchant by trade. And on one of his many journeys across the ocean with his cargo of slaves,
the feels like is a little bit warmer, so we're good.
And he had a vision that allowed him to navigate his way safely out of the storm. So he turned his vessel around, he released his human cargo, he returned to England, never again to participate in the slave trade. I'm sure you've heard the song before, but you perhaps didn't know from whence it came. The second song was written by Bob Marley, based upon a speech that was made to the United Nations by the Emperor of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie, concerning slavery. And the third song was written by a man named Lynn Chandler, who was a civil rights worker. He was on a
That is a beautiful cloud over there. Let me see if I can get any closer.
And he had to clear the graveyard where his father was buried.
Is this closer?
So he wrote
Yes.
the third song of this trilogy, and it goes like this. First song, once again written by John Newton, a former slave merchant who turned his life around, and it goes like this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Second song by Bob Marley. Oh, pirates, yes, they roll by, sold out to the merchant ship. Minutes after they collide from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, these songs of freedom. Third song. With a swing blade in my hand, as I walked across the land, and I thought of all the places that I've been, of this place that I call home, where I often felt alone, and the weedy grass outside that holds my closest kin. And as I raked the leaves from on my father's grave, I swore no child I bore will be a slave. And as I raked the leaves from on my father's grave, I swore no child I'd always be your slave. Now won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? It's called the Slave Trilogy, now by request for a Bob Marley tune. You can spend your whole life building something from nothing, and the storm can come and blow it all away.
Yep, looks like the clouds are getting darker again. There's definitely some rain going on over there, over the water.
And you know that it might never come your way. Dreams in the way. God is great, but sometimes life don't feel so good. And then you
Oh look, this guy is back. Let me see if can I get any closer. Where is this?
Pray anyway. This world's gone crazy. It's
Yay, here we go.
That tomorrow will be better than today. Believe it anyway. You can love someone with all your heart for all the right reasons, and in a moment they can choose to walk away. Love them anyway. God is great, but sometimes life don't feel so good. When you pray, things don't turn out like you think they should.
Oh my god,
Pray,
I hope you guys see that.
pray anyway.
There is a dog on the wave runner.
You can pour your soul out singing a song you believe in, that tomorrow will forget you ever sang. Sing it anyway. Sing it anyway. Sing it anyway. Thank you. Oh, thank you. This is a song that was recorded by the team called Anyway.
I have to admit those clouds are beautiful.
God bless us all. God has blessed you. Just take one from underneath. Thank you, thank you. Try to remember the kind of September when life was slow and also mellow. Try to remember the kind of September when grass was green and grain was yellow. Try to remember the kind of September when you were young and color hello. Try to remember when, if you remember, then follow. Try to remember when love was so tender that no one wept except the window. Try to remember when love was so tender, that dreams were kept beside your pillow. Try to remember when love was so tender, and you were unhindered about to pillow. Try to remember when
So this is what a Key West sunset looks like currently during rainy season. I'm glad we made it, and I'm glad we even had a little bit of a sunset. It's been our first in a couple of days. Of course, this is not easy for the Mallory Square artists here. They were probably looking forward to tonight, and then we had the rain shower just before. So guys, let's head back into the Key West streets. Let's take the shortcut through Chicken Alley at El Maison de Pepe here for some Cuban music. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. They closed off the little lane here because otherwise they wouldn't be able to put the tables and chairs outside and keep safe distances to everybody walking by. So no Chicken Alley for us. I guess we will head back our usual way via Margaritaville Resort. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Sandy, for supporting our channel.
whole bunch of them downstairs. Take that. It's like $100 fire stick.
So the little bridge connecting Mallory Square to the Margaritaville Resort, which is another great spot if you're heading down to Key West and you kind of want to avoid the crowds on Mallory Square. Then this side of the bridge is a good alternative. And the further you walk in this direction, the quieter it gets. So if you're up for a quiet romantic sunset, you can head this way. If you like the crowds and the music and the artists, then Mallory Square is your location of choice.
That's why.
So the Catman is normally performing on this side of Mallory Square. Of course, not in a rainy season. Knowing what we know about cats, they would definitely be on strike. There could be a drop of water getting on them. I have been wondering what this one is with the this boat here with the lights. Let's see when it gets closer. It definitely is a sunset cruise of some sort. I just don't recognize the boat. Thank you, Melly, for the super chat. Yes, it is currently 82 here. Okay, it's called the Party Cat. Well, I guess a boat with an indoor part to it comes in pretty handy during rainy season. So guys, fingers crossed for our sunset sail on Sunday. So again, we'll have a live stream so that the musician doesn't have to wear a mask. So we'll be there streaming starting around 5:30ish, 6 tomorrow until 8. So if you're in for some live music or even want to make some song requests, join us tomorrow night here in Key West at Hawk's Breath Saloon. And we are hoping to do a sunset sail on Sunday night on the Schooner Wolf, heading out of Stock Island around 6:30. So we'll start the stream at 6:30 and just let the camera roll until we run out of battery. See if we make it all the way back to the dock So stay tuned for that on Sunday. Fingers crossed that the weather is getting a little bit better. Chris is asking what we're doing on Sunday. So Sunday, hopefully, is a sunset sail. So Gabe's going to be playing some music on the Schooner Wolf. So it's going to be a crossover of a sunset stream and a music stream, if the weather plays along. I can feel some more raindrops, but nothing to worry about just yet. To give you an idea how humid it currently is in Key West, I was attaching my trike earlier to a lamppost, electrical post, the wooden ones. And it actually had mushrooms growing on it. So I took a picture. I have to put that up on our Facebook page when I get home. So yes, it is humid. We have mushrooms growing in the streets. See if maybe I can get a shot of that. Ending our stream with a little mushroom. Might be a little bit dark for that, but we'll see. First of all, we're headed over to the famous corner of Green Street and Duval Street. Taking you to the into the Key West nightlife on a Friday night. Beginning of the weekend, guys. Kind of nice with the reflections on the ground, with everything being wet. Of course, over here we have the closed Captain Tony's. And next to it we have the Tiki House. So bars are actually technically closed, but it actually says that they're just not supposed to sell alcohol on site. You can, however, buy drinks to take away, so I'm pretty sure. So these guys are definitely waiting for a drink here. So the Tiki House is doing takeaway cocktails. Our friends here at Amigos with their beautiful tables and chairs outside. Of course, it's a little bit wet tonight. Of course, Sloppy Joe's still closed. Closed since March 17th. So over here the Tree Bar is closed, but you can get your drink to go.
Everywhere in public, but if we're sitting down at a table.
Irish Karen's is back open. They have been closed for a while. They actually closed because they had an employee test positive, basically the day before the bars were supposed to shut down. And again, Irish Karen's does have food. And I'll have to do a detour here. I'm gonna get... Okay, I'll have to cross here. So Irish Kevin's is open again, so is Willie T. So all these places serve food. Captain Tony's does not serve food. And Sloppy Joe's has made the choice to not open. So this is the bar block. This is kind of the heart of the Key West nightlife. Now what is interesting is that with the bars being closed and the restaurants being open, the next block has actually become really busy. Here the Bull is serving drinks to go. And of course here in this block we have all the restaurants. But I'm going to take you guys down Caroline here. Because that is where I parked my bike, and I wanted to show you my discovery of the day. Mushrooms growing in the streets of Key West. If you ever need a visual highlighting what it is like during rainy season, this is the one. So I'm parked next to Hank's, which is the new name of the bar where Garbo's Grill is located, across the street from First Flight. this is my trike. So thanks so much for joining us tonight here in Key West. Hope you enjoyed the cloudy sunset. I'm glad we had at least a little bit of a sunset today. So again, we'll be back tomorrow from Hawks Brass Saloon, starting around 6 p.m., maybe a little earlier. And then hopefully on Sunday with a little sunset cruise. And I am going to leave you. Look at this. So welcome to rainy season in Key West. The edible. I'm not gonna try. So guys, enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday night, and I hopefully see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye. Enjoy the mushrooms.